Hello, I'm Shegao Mengiste. I'm an associate professor at the University of Southeast Norway. Before I make my presentation, I would like to thank the organizers of this ICT4DA 2021 conference for inviting me to be one of the panelists. And it's unfortunate that we cannot make it for a physical meeting due to the security situation in Ethiopia. But it's also an opportunity to share our experiences and to exchange our views on different topics using digital platforms. I'm grateful for that. My presentation will be on digital transformation in healthcare. So I would like to share my slides actually so that you can follow the topics that I'm addressing. So my presentation is structured under these three themes. I would like to provide a general overview on what digital transformation is, and also how digital transformation is transforming our society, its impact and implication. And then I would like to give an overview on digital transformation in healthcare. Then I would like to provide again an overview on 7 key trends of digital transformation in healthcare that are transforming the healthcare industry. So basically, the topic digital transformation can be defined in different ways. You can find different definitions, but basically it refers to the process of improving the performance and the operation of an organization or introducing significant prominent change to the organization activities and properties by introducing new modern digital technologies. That means technologies that can store, process information, technologies that are actually basically used to record and to process information, computing technologies, communication technologies, and connectivity technologies. So the concept of digital transformation incorporates all digital trends at different levels, including technology, processes, organizational aspects, and especially business model innovation and disruption. If digital transformation is about innovation and transformation using digital technologies, how digital transformation is influencing our day-to-day activities as an individual, as a group, or as an organization, or as a society. So we can say that all of us are witnessing today a society packed with endless possibilities, opportunities, but also with some challenges due to this digital transformation of society. So we are living in a society that's characterized by hyperconnectivity and convergence of digital technologies that created common digital infrastructure and platforms for all of us. So there is hyperconnectivity. We are all connected to a common digital platform, and there is a convergence of digital technologies and devices. So the characterizing features of this hyperconnectivity and convergence of digital technology can be manifested in different ways. For example, there are a lot of powerful devices like high-performance computing devices, tablets, smartphones, sensors, digital TV, digital cameras, virtual reality. Lot of devices every day, every time. Drones, smart health devices, a lot of things. There are also new mechanisms of accessing and using information from different devices. So the way we access and the way we use information has been significantly transformed in the last 10-15 years. especially the last 10 years, it was a huge transformation. There was a huge transformation in terms of the mechanisms that we access and use information because of this hyperconnectivity and convergence of digital technologies. So there are high performance networks, mobile broadband technologies, Wi-Fi's, digital sensors, radio frequency identifiers, a lot of platforms that provide opportunities or new ways, new mechanisms for accessing and using information. There are also new ways of producing digital content. We are all producers of content. We are not only consumers of content. We are also all producing content using social media platforms, using blogs, organizational blogs. In an organization, there are information sharing blogs. We produce content, and there are digital wikis where people can share information, communicate their views, opinions, and everything. And digital publications are becoming common trends actually. So there are new ways of producing digital content, and the flow is two ways. It's not only traditionally the flow of information was one way. Radios, televisions, and other print media were producing actually content and information and sharing that content to the society. But now we are all producing a lot of huge volume of data. And we are sharing also the information that's being communicated and shared by other people, other organizations, and different actors in the society. So there are also new digital markets and digital platforms. E-business is a common activity today. E-commerce, e-government, e-health service provision, e-education, a lot of new digital markets and digital platforms. So these are the characterizing features of hyperconnectivity and convergence of digital technologies. So how digital transformation redefined our society? So I would like to briefly summarize how this digital transformation, which is characterized by hyperconnectivity and convergence of technology, how it redefined our day-to-day activities as an individual, as a group, as an organization, or as a society. So there are 5 issues that I would like to share with you, how it redefined. The first way that digital transformation transformed our society is in the way it redefined actually our social interaction. Digital transformation has significantly redefined our social interaction, the relationship between individuals, groups, and organizations. So, for example, the changing nature of interpersonal relationships in the light of social networks. So, all of you hopefully are using one of the social networking platforms: Facebook, LinkedIn, Flickr, a lot of them, Twitter, and it creates kind of a mechanism for communication and a platform for sharing ideas and influencing different actors based on our interests, different groups. So it's a new communication mechanism, actually using new communication mechanisms like SMS, online messaging, and other mechanisms. So this redefined our communication, and it also contributed to our improved quality of life, because communication has become significantly, and geography is not that much significant actually. That's why I'm making this presentation actually using the digital technology. I can record and I can share the recorded message to different audiences, and that is one mechanism, how it actually simplifies the way we live and the way we do our things, our tasks, and our activities. It also enhanced cooperation and social reawakening. Example, the role of social media in different social movements. Yeah, you know how Twitter is playing a role in our society. You know how Facebook is transforming or influencing government or non-government actors, and also how it can play a significant role actually to transform certain social activities. The other mechanism or characterizing feature how digital transformation redefined our society is it redefined governance, the relationship between state and society. So it significantly increased citizens' participation on democratic activities like digital voting, election campaigns through hologram avatars. That means virtual reality tools are being used significantly, especially in the advanced world, in the developed world, and increased transparency and accountability can be ensured using these digital platforms and digital data collection and analysis and actually that increases transparency because everything can be checked easily. The third characterizing feature how digital transformation redefined our society can be described in the way it redefines the way public services are delivered. It's new ways of governance. So it allows integrated government services more readily available to citizens through online government or one-stop e-government services, which is introduced in many developed countries and also being practiced or in the process of actually transforming e-government services and trying to provide. Many governments in the developing world are also trying to provide one-stop e-government services. So this public service delivery can be also manifested in the context of health, education, entertainment, science, socio-economic infrastructure like transport, water, sanitation, electricity, governance, including welfare system, tax system. It can transform all the services that we know. It can also boost citizens' access to public services, better access to public services. If you want to renew your driving license, you can easily do that online by filling forms, and you can provide all the documents necessary, and you can get your driving license renewed in a short period of time without your physical presence. Allow governments to operate with greater transparency and efficiency, so it increases the transparency and efficiency of governments in providing services to their citizens. The other characterizing feature in terms of how digital transformation redefined our society is the way individual citizens and organizations do business, how we do business, how individuals and organizations do business. So digital transformation significantly improved business innovation in retail, in manufacturing, in transport, supply chain, construction, whatever sector that you think. So it also redefines the way we buy and sell things. E-commerce is a good example, e-business, and the payment system, e-payment systems, e-cash, like VIPs, which we use in Norway, but in Ethiopia, I think Telebir can be a good example. And for e-commerce, e-business, Amazon, eBay, iTunes, these are good examples of how businesses provide services in terms of buying and selling things. There are a lot of examples in that line as well. There is also a growing interdependence of global economies. Organizations, business firms operate at national, regional, global levels using digital platforms and the internet. So geography is not a factor today to do business. So these transnational business organizations operate their businesses without any geographic actually limitation or without any boundary impact in terms of doing their business. So there is also this drastic reduction of costs of operating and transacting on global scale. So it reduces the cost of operating compared to traditional ways of doing business. So the internet and the associated technologies also transform actually the way we operate, and also the costs of transactioning the different activities while we are doing business. So it's redefined the way individual and citizens are and organizations are doing business. Again, digital transformation redefined the way we work and communicate. So there is a growing trend of freelance economy, more than 53 million citizens are freelance employees in US alone. There is a growing trend for short-term contracts, and companies hire self-employed workers to undertake specific jobs. Short-term self-employed employees will be assigned for different tasks and to perform specific jobs in return for an agreed upon payment. So workforce are also becoming virtual. Telework, telecommuting, mobility is a common trend. You don't need to travel to your usual office to do your task. You can be still in your train, you can be in your home, or you can be anywhere and still do your business, your assignments. Virtual teaching and learning, telehealth, that's a common trend, and the corona situation actually created a lot of opportunities, especially for the virtual teaching and learning. There are different digital platforms that can facilitate this kind of activities. So there are also intelligent devices replacing workforce, drones, intelligent agents, chatbots. A lot of technologies are out there actually to replace the human workforce. So whether that's a positive aspect or a negative aspect, that's another thing. But there is again a technology opportunity where digital technologies are transforming our society or the way we do things, or redefine the way we work and communicate. So there is also a strong competition for jobs, for markets, for resources, and for ideas, because the world is becoming a small village, and it's easy to understand and to know what's going on in the other part of the world, whether we are in Europe, North America, or Africa. So that is all about how digital transformation refined our society. And the characterizing features, and how it can impact in different ways. Then, what is digital transformation in healthcare? Especially, what is the impact of digital transformation when we focus on the healthcare perspective? How, and what is the impact of digital transformation, and how digital transformation is impacting actually the healthcare sector? So the digital revolution in healthcare creates new business opportunities as any other sector, of course, and it provides new business models to address issues in medical practices, how medicine is practiced, how healthcare delivery is practiced, how value can be created for the patients or for other actors that are working in the industry, and for the patient management, service provision, and other problems in the context of healthcare delivery, operation, and management. So digital transformation in healthcare basically refers to the adoption of new technologies that enables the shift toward the secure and high quality care. So there is the concept of hyperconnectivity. There is the concept of convergence of digital technologies when we talk about digital transformation, and how that can be applied in the context of healthcare refers to the adoption and the use of these digital technologies, new digital technologies, and to transform the service provision, the operations, and the activities, and introducing new business model innovation toward this secure and high quality care. So it can also refer to the use of information and communication technologies, modern information and communication technologies, to improve human health, healthcare services, and wellness for individuals and across population. This definition is directly related to the concept of digital health. The digital health concept is related to the use of actually modern technologies, digital information and communication technologies, to improve healthcare delivery. So if digital transformation in healthcare is about the use of innovative technologies to improve healthcare delivery, management, operation, and also introducing disruptive, innovative technologies to transform patient care, management, healthcare delivery, and all operational activities. What are the digital transformation, the implications of digital transformation in the context of healthcare? So the first implication can be often digital technologies are often expected to improve the quality of care and operational efficiency by facilitating clinical and administrative tasks. They can significantly transform healthcare delivery by improving the quality of care and operational efficiency by facilitating clinical and administrative tasks for managers and for healthcare delivery doctors, nurses, and other healthcare workers. Digital transformation in healthcare can also change the mechanisms of value creation, linking together traditional focus groups by extending with new actors. There are always new actors. Digital transformation brought new actors like digital companies that are providing services like if we are talking about mobile health, or if we are talking smart health, there are always new actors, digital companies that are producing sensors, that are producing other devices, and that are providing services. So the constellation of actors that are operating in the healthcare sector is transformed significantly because of this digital transformation in the context of healthcare. So there are always new actors, new groups that are joining, and the value creation mechanism will be significantly transformed. Another implication is it transformed the overall healthcare landscape, where various new market actors disrupted the value chain. So the traditional value chain will be significantly being transformed and changed because of new actors, new landscape, healthcare landscape. Because if we are talking about smart health, for example, there are new actors coming, and they are transforming and disrupting the way healthcare delivery is operated. And also the artificial intelligence component, and also the other technologies that we are going to discuss on the emerging trends in digital transformation in the context of healthcare significantly transform the healthcare landscape and also the value chain. So I would like to discuss the 7 key trends of digital transformation in healthcare. And the first one is the rise of on-demand healthcare. Why patients want healthcare on their own schedule. So there is a growing trend for patients to get their services on demand. So the healthcare industry, especially in the developed world, is entering an era of digital innovation, as patients are seeking on-demand healthcare because of their busy schedule. So they demand. They want their healthcare based on their schedule and their demand. So people are becoming far more mobile. They don't want to go to their doctor actually for medical diagnosis or for other investigation, but they can demand any healthcare delivery, and they can use small devices to provide information for the healthcare providers, to provide information about their birth rate, hypertension, and other important information about their health situation. So consumers are going online to obtain medical information. So the online medical information, they can get the results of their medication, their investigation online. The information can be shared securely. And on-demand healthcare is also driven by the growth of freelance professionals, not only for the patients. This on-demand healthcare is also influencing medical doctors, nurses to provide their professional expertise, to sell their professional expertise actually to the clients, or to companies that are providing services to the patients. So freelance professionals, medical professionals are becoming a common practice because of this digital transformation. That is actually one important trend that's growing in the context of healthcare delivery because of digital transformation. The second important trend representing digital transformation in healthcare is the importance of big data in healthcare. So big data is related with the huge volume of data, and actually it's characterized by 3 V's or 4 V's sometimes, but it's volume, velocity, and variety. There is a huge volume of data, and there is a very fast pace of information flow and the variety of data. So there is a lot of data being produced because we are all producers of content. So how can that big data can be used in the context of healthcare? That's a big trend actually. For the healthcare industry, big data can provide several important benefits, including lower rate of medication errors through patient record analysis. So patient record analysis can be done, and we can actually correct the rate of medical errors. The doctors can analyze huge volume of data and learn from experience and improve medical errors. It can help actually that huge volume of data, if it's properly analyzed, it can provide or it can contribute for better preventive care. And it can also contribute for more accurate staffing. Big data's predictive analysis could help hospitals and clinics estimate future admission rates. So if healthcare organizations use the huge volume of data that they are producing, they are collecting from their patients, it can benefit in different ways. And there is a huge trend and practice of using big data to improve healthcare delivery, patient management, and administrative issues. The third important trend in digital transformation in healthcare is treating patients with virtual reality. There are a lot of devices, virtual reality devices that are in the market today, and it's transforming healthcare delivery and management significantly. So with multiple applications, it's profoundly changing the way patients are being treated. For example, virtual reality technology can be used not only to treat pain, but everything from anxiety to post-traumatic stress disorder and stroke can be treated using virtual reality technologies. Doctors and residents use virtual reality simulators to hone their skills or to plan complicated surgeries. They can learn, improve their skills and their competency by using this virtual reality device. So there are practical technologies that are being used to treat patients and to improve skills and competency for healthcare workers. And this is a growing trend actually that's transforming healthcare delivery in many contexts. Therefore, important trend with digital transformation in healthcare is the growth of wearable medical devices. Small wearable devices that are being actually planted on patient's body or on different, it can be on clothes, on shoes or whatever, but these devices are being used to record information, kind of real-time information about pulse rates, about hypertension levels, and other important information about activities and all related issues. So this is a growing trend where healthcare organizations are collecting their own health data from medical devices, including wearable technology. So for example, wearable technology device can provide up-to-date, timely monitoring of high-risk patients to determine the likelihood of major heart event. So before a heart attack happens, it's possible to detect and to save the life of that patient by collecting that data in real time from the patient using these small wearable medical devices. The fifth trend in digital transformation in healthcare is predictive healthcare. This is a trend where technology predicts what illnesses and diseases will become major problems. This can be based on expert systems or based on data collected and analyzed using intelligent analytic platforms, but it can be used to predict major illnesses and diseases and kind of to identify trends, major trends. So information aggregated through big data and other marketing sources can help healthcare companies, institutions, and organizations to develop healthy lifestyle recommendation for their patients. So if it's at individual level, the collected data can be analyzed and a trend about the lifestyle and the implications on those trends can be identified, and the patient can get an advice on how he or she should improve her practices and healthcare situation. The sixth trend is the wonders of artificial intelligence. So AI is more than just a digital transformation trend in healthcare. So artificial intelligence has been there for many years, but because of the advancement of digital technologies and the introduction of this fourth industrial revolution technologies like sensors and smart technologies and everything, now the machines and the robots are becoming more intelligent, and they can do anything that people can do almost. So it's becoming more than just a digital transformation trend. So artificial intelligence in medicine brings to mind nurse robots designed to assist human nurses with routine tasks such as fetching and restocking supplies. That's a task that can be performed by nurse robots with artificial intelligence competency and capability. Chatbots is being used in business organization, but in the healthcare, it can also being used to assist patients using the technology. Patients can request for information, they can get feedback, and they can get assistance, and there is becoming a common practice for healthcare organizations to use chatbots or virtual health assistants. These are artificial intelligence-based technologies to assist patients and also nurses and also medical or healthcare providers. The real power of artificial intelligence can also be tested, can also be best observed in areas like precision medicine, medical imaging, drug discovery, and genomics. Then another important key trend on digital transformation in the context of healthcare is blockchain and the promise of better electronic health records. Blockchain is, there are lots of buzz about blockchain, but there is a huge potential for its application in the context of healthcare. So it's a digital ledger or a computerized database of transactions. It can be a transaction for business activities or purchases or whatever, but it can be shared across a network of computers. It allows customers to satisfy exchange financial information with suppliers without the need of a third party involvement, such as banks involvement. So it's more secure, it's more safe. But this technology, there are healthcare organizations that are applying the blockchain technology to keep medical record accurately and safely. So it's being used as a platform to record patient records safely and transactions, patient transactions or information transaction safely and accurately. So these are the key digital transformation in healthcare, especially in 2021. But before I conclude my presentation, I would like to reflect a little bit on how these key trends, digital transformation in healthcare trends, are being applied in the context of Africa and in the context of Ethiopia. Yes, there are there is a huge advancement and there is a huge opportunity. There is a huge possibility that we are witnessing, not only in healthcare, but in other aspects of our society in the developed world. But in the context of Africa and in the context of Ethiopia, especially in the healthcare industry, there are efforts to standardize healthcare delivery, to introduce digital technology, especially for electronic health record management, for routine health data management, and also the use of some technologies like the mobile health and other digital platforms. But still, we still lag behind in terms of infrastructure to adopt this kind of advanced digital technologies to transform healthcare delivery, smart health, smart technologies, blockchain, big data analysis. All these are important technologies that can transform healthcare delivery in our countries in the context of Africa, but we are still lagging behind in the context of infrastructure, in the context of defining e-health architecture, in the context of defining e-health strategy, and also in the context of ensuring interoperability and standardization, so that to ensure convergence of technologies to provide healthcare delivery for patients and to improve operational efficiency and to introduce disruptive, innovative business models that can significantly transform our society and transform healthcare delivery activities. So basically, digital transformation in the context of healthcare, there are huge potentials and examples, as we have seen with the 7 key digital trends, but we still lag behind in many ways in the African context and in the context of Ethiopia. So we need to work together to improve the existing challenges in terms of interoperability, standardization, provision of digital infrastructure, and define the architecture, health architecture, how services can be provided in a smooth and seamless communication and interaction. Having said that, thank you for the invitation again. And actually, this is a summary of the digital transformation trends. In 2019, I found this from the internet. Actually, there is a lot of data on how patients want on-demand healthcare delivery in different contexts, and how medical wearable devices improve preventive medicine in different contexts, and physicians and hospitals, how physicians and hospitals are looking or using big data analytics and the insights from their experience, and virtual reality, how virtual reality devices help doctors to get better training, and also the role of artificial intelligence and how it makes personalized treatment possible. So there are lots of resources, there are lots of opportunities, but as I said, in the context of Africa, in the context of Ethiopia, we are still lagging behind. There should be a lot of effort to define the standards, to define the to fulfill the infrastructure, and to define the architecture, and to ensure interoperability, and to use some of these digital transformation technologies in the context of healthcare. Thank you so much. That's all from me.